obviously pretty
I
excited.
bet you've got a few things to say to us, don't you?
No comment. How you guys doing? Who wants to start?
Talk about the finish.
Yeah, I got to say, Dwayne went out really hard. He did exactly what he said he'd do. He took it to the twilight zone, and all morning I'm just like, prepare yourself for the fight. You've got to be willing to be up and be closer to the action. And at 150 meters into the race, I'm like, you are not doing that. I was, I think, 5 meters off the pack, and I said, start moving and get into contact. And with 300 meters to go, it was then a matter of just picking people off. And I always say, if I can be on the leader's shoulder with 100 meters to go, I like my chances. And I moved up onto Eric Swinski's shoulders, and we moved shoulder to shoulder for about 20 or 30 meters, and then I finally broke him. And then it was just about, how do I celebrate this? And I like to throw the arms up, and I even got the run gum tats out there. So it's good for me. It's good for Coach Sam and this community, and for run gum and Brooks running. Last year I watched this meet from my couch and was contemplating retirement. And Brooks Running said, hey, we support you, through all of this. Coach Sam says you're not done yet. Danny Mackey says I can get you back onto that podium. Here we are.
Why were you contemplating retirement?
I was 30, and my body was broken. I was injured. I'd never suffered an injury like that before, and I just thought I was too old to keep running at this level. And I've gone through some real self-doubt, in my career. I need people like Coach Sam to lift me up and say, hey, you still have great races left in you. I need coaches like Danny Mackey who says, I really believe I can get you to where you want to go. And behind every great athlete, there's a team of people there that carry him along. And if you read my book, Life Outside the Oval Office, you can see who are the important people in my team.
Nick, did you know that Dwayne was a little too quick in that first 150?
It's Dwayne Solomon. He's got a faster PR than me, so I never say Dwayne's too quick. But I did say if Dwayne goes out in 49 and 116, he's going to take some people with him that might not be able to handle that pace. So, when Dwayne said he was going to make the race honest, it helps me out a lot. If I'm going to go from 8th to 1st, it's a lot easier to do that in the outside of lane 1 than lane 3 trying to battle bodies. So, my hat's off to him for making that honest race.
Stylistic question for you. In Moscow, you told us about how you always run through the back, and you came early in your career, but you made that decision that you were tired of having all this track to that you had to navigate around.
I hate running from behind. I hate it. I hate being a sit kicker.
Explain us how that happened.
You got to play the cards you're dealt, and these guys are 45-second quarter milers, and I'm lucky if I can break 48. So I can't go out in 49. What I can do is run a 2-second differential, and if you look at all the grade 800s that have ever been run, most of them are run off a 2-second differential. So today I think I was 51, 53, 144, and that's what I knew would make the team, and I wasn't sure if it would win the race. Fortunately, it did.
Pretty well known at this point. It looked like about 10 meters back. Were you kind of wondering too? Is this too much?
My favorite moments in track and field of all time are when you're 110 meters out and you have it in your legs. And today, as I started to close that gap with 110 and looked at the guys who were kind of like losing their form a little bit, I didn't know if I could break Eric, but I knew I could make it into the top 3. And so that's the most enjoyable part of the entire race for me. And I wrote about this in Moscow. I call it flowing. And you know that you're going to win, or you know that you're going to at least take top 3. You can feel it in your body that you have that kick, that last gear. And for me, more than anything, it's not about panic or worry. It's just about finding, really finding what you have left in your body.
Nick,